Hey guys, so earlier today I finally went and saw Paddington 2. I know it's been pretty much a week since I did a review because at the end of my Molly's game review, if you might have noticed that I started to sound like I was getting sick. Well, I did get sick. I got bronchitis. I'm still, still a week later. I'm still pretty freaking sick, but I'm a little bit better. And like this past weekend, I didn't go do anything. I mainly for being sick, and also we had like a really horrible snowstorm, like in Ohio. So I didn't go to the theaters until today. And the first one I saw was Paddington 2. Um, this I said this when talking about this movie the last couple months. I never saw the first Paddington. It came out, 2015? It came out over here in America like 2015. I know in the UK it came out like 2014. And it came out, I was like, when the hell did that come out? I was like, why did I not see that? Because, like I said, it'd been getting, first one got great reviews. I was like, why did I not go see that? And I'm like, oh yeah, that was during a period of time I was really fucking busy. Had no time to go to the movies almost ever, and I was just generally really fucking busy time of my life. And the last thing on my mind was seeing fucking a Paddington Bear movie. I didn't grow up on the Paddington Bear stories, but I knew of them, and I did get around to watching yesterday the first Paddington, because a lot of people told me, like, I was surprised, like, before I saw the second one I was like, I gotta see the first one. I hear it's really good, and I'm like, I gotta check it out and give, before I see the first one, so I'm not lost. And I did, and I liked it. I generally fucking liked it. It was a pretty solid, cute, whimsical kids movie that made you feel warm and fuzzy inside by the end of it. It's the best way to describe it. It's pretty good. There were things about it that, were kind of goofy. Like, and that, it's a lot of stuff that's in a lot of kids' movies nowadays, but whatever. But it was fine. And so I was like, all right, I'm kind of on that board more for Paddington 2 now that I've seen the first one. Know that the first one was actually pretty good. Like I said, the advertising for these movies in America has been fucking terrible. Like, they look so goddamn unappealing. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I was like, really? These movies are getting, like, the second one's getting like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I think the first one got like 98. Like, they're really that good. Like, and then you watch them, and you're like, watch the first one, and you're like, it's not that bad. And it's actually a lot better than the fucking trailers made them out to be. So I'm like, all right, I'll give the second one a shot. Like I said, it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, according to Rotten Tomatoes, it's one of the greatest movies ever fucking made. So, high expectations. I won't go as far as to say it's one of the best movies ever made, but it's like the first one. I liked it. It was fine. Paddington 2 was a perfectly fine, perfectly good, very good. Nothing really bad about it. Nothing at all bad about it. It was a movie I sat and watched for an hour and a half, and I'm like, by the end of it, I was like, well, that was something I watched. I don't regret watching it. Probably won't, ever watch it again, really. That's not really a diss against the movie. It's just like, it's not my cup of tea, but it was a perfectly fine film. There were a lot better movies that came out last year than this, but like I said, it was a perfectly good film, very good film. For kids' movies nowadays, it's not as like insulting and insufferable to sit through as some of the fucking trailers I got in front of this movie. Like I said, I thought this. I think the story's this movie, like the first one, the story's cute. I like the actors in this fucking thing. They help the movie a lot. I love the family. Like, the family's more established in the first one. You just basically get the cliff notes in this one. Pretty much, they're already established. They don't really bother. They give you like the Cliff Notes like description of each character, like the brother, sister, mom, dad, like from the first one, kind of give you an update of what they're doing nowadays. Like, what the hell, like, Sally Hawkins fucking wanting to swim to France for some reason. That was, like, really never explained. Like, she's a storybook artist, and she wants to swim across France for some fucking reason. Like, okay. And, like, the dad's, like, the risk management guy who gets overlooked at his job for a higher up job, and he's going for a midlife crisis, which isn't really delved upon as much as it could have been. That could have been funny. And the kids, they got their own fucking things, like the fucking son's trying to be like a gangster rapper or something like that. It's fucking stupid. Like another storyline that just goes nowhere. But I like a lot of people. I saw a lot of the praise going into this movie was towards Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is great. Like, I fucking loved Hugh Grant in this movie. He was over the top and joyous, and like he's genuinely always a pretty damn fun actor to watch. I particularly like the end credit scene that you get with him when you find out what the epilogue to his character, what happened to him, and it's kind of funny. It's really well done. But like I like this character. He's like this has-been actor who is now doing dog commercials dressed up as a dog eating dog food. I'm not making that up. Who wants to come or hears about this famous pop-up book of this former magician or something like that that holds clues to a secret hidden treasure that this magician fucking kept hidden all these years, and the clues to where it's at in this pop-up book. And he frames Paddington for stealing because Paddington wants to get this pop-up book for his aunt because she's never been to London. It's a simple story, like I said. He frames him, and then Paddington ends up in jail. Hugh Grant is a lot of fun, but also at the same time, part of me was like, I kind of like Nicole Kidman just a bit better, and I'll tell you why. In the first one, because she wanted to straight up fucking murder Paddington. I give the first one some credit because it had some balls, because it was like, kind of felt like, for some parts of it, felt like an old school kids movie, like from the 80s or 90s, where just the fucking main villain just wants to straight up murder the main character of this movie. Like, she is a taxidermist that is like cold-blooded, like torturing people for information and threatening to kill them, and it's like she takes her job way too fucking seriously. That's what I kind of fucking love about her in that movie. And this one is just more of a fun, uplifting, kind of goofy character. Like I said, I kind of like the crazy fucking taxidermist played by Nicole Kidman in the first one more. I mean, like I said, but Hugh Grant is great in what he is. He's not a replica of that character. He's not like the exact same kind of villain this time. I like Brendan Gleeson too as Knuckles, is the prison chef who befriends Paddington, who's like this tough as nails prison chef who makes this disgusting porridge or something like that, and Paddington convinces him to start making marmalade sandwiches and shit like that, and cakes and stuff like that. And it was pretty funny. I liked him in this movie. I love Brendan Gleeson. He's an awesome actor. There's not much to talk about with this movie. It's like I said, it's Paddington goes to jail. The movie, as a majority of it, and I love the fact that like he kind of makes all these friends with like these really hardened criminals, which is pretty funny. Like I said, it's a sweet story. has a great message for little kids about being kind to one another and treating everybody with respect. And like the ending, I like the ending to the movie. That was a really touching little. Although the fucking trailers I got for this movie kind of spoiled it. That would have been kind of a nice reveal if I didn't see it right in a fucking trailer. Yeah, like I said, it was a perfectly fine film. I'm trying to think there's something else I want to talk about with the movie. Oh, this is something that watching the first one, and this was something that I couldn't stop laughing to myself about while watching the first one, and even this one too, is just the fact that I know this is something that happens in kids' movies all the goddamn time. And this is not like, if it was like any other form of movie, not a kids' movie, I would probably bitch about this more. But apparently I have to start living in London. I went to London, England before. I went there for about a week. And apparently I gotta live there more often because apparently in London, England, it's just fucking normal for a bear to just walk on two legs and talk, and nobody bats a fucking eye. Like, wears a top hat. And there's no other animals out there doing this, and it's not like it's a universe where animals do this all the damn time. It's just like people just accept there's a bear in a fucking in a hat and a fucking coat living with a family that talks because reasons. Kids movies, like, I gotta fucking chuckle out of that. Like, nobody batted an eye in the first one, and this one, okay, I guess like he's pretty famous by this point, and he's like he helps everybody in his town out like consistently. And it's like I still laugh my ass off. I'm like, this is just like it happens in kids movies all the time, but it's still kind of fucking funny. You can't help but kind of laugh about it. But like I said, I liked the movie. It was fine. It's perfectly fine. I like the second one, or the first one. It's perfectly fine. I recommend it. There's a lot worse to take your kids out. I would go see, if you haven't seen movies like Coco yet, go see that before this. That's like the only other fucking kids movie that was actually decent. Ferdinand was fine too. That's true. Yeah. Like I said, if you haven't seen those movies, and go check this out. Yeah, like I said, this is a decent option for your kids to go see. Trailers. Shit. The hell I got in front of? What did I get in front of this? Smallfoot. This was kind of a fun little trailer. It's from the same guys that made studio that made what did they make? Lego Movie and Storks and stuff like that. It's a story of like it starts out like this guy climbing Mount Everest, and there's a narrator talking about all these hidden dangers out there that you should be afraid of. And you think it's from the point of view of the fucking mountain climber, and it's actually from the point of view of a Yeti that tells the tale of coming across this mountain climber and how he's afraid of the Smallfoot, which is what they basically call humans. And yeah, it was adorable. Like Channing Tatum's like the voice of the Bigfoot Yeti thing. That's the only person I recognized. It was a short teaser trailer. It looked fine. It was kind of funny. Whatever. And then Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I never saw Teen Titans, the TV show. I've never watched it. I didn't even know there was fucking a movie coming out of based off of that, but apparently there is now. I mean, I know it's pretty popular, so I mean, I'm sure it'll get an audience, but it's like, that was weird. I didn't know that was fucking coming out, but alright. And it's got fart jokes. It's got one long trailer is basically one long extended fart joke in it, where they pop the butt of a robot and it farts. Yeah. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I'll be back. I got 2 more movies to see this week to catch up on: The Commuter and The Post, and I'll have reviews of those in the next few days. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.